Gentlemen, at this time, we ask that you please rise, remove your hats, and join us as we honor America by celebrating our freedom and those who protect it. As Jesuit graduate Elizabeth Reno sings our national anthem.
Hello, Jesuit sports fans, and welcome to the first broadcast of the 2025 spring season. Today, the Crusaders men's baseball team will be competing against 5A Mountainview Cougars, who are currently 2-6 in the 14th and are 14th in the 5A pool. My name is Caden Hoppus, and I am joined with my partner, Noveen Estragi. Noveen, what do you got for us?
Yeah, Caden, it's going to be a pretty interesting game today. The 5A Cougars are coming up to visit the pretty dominant Jesuit Crusaders. You never know. The Mountain Cougars might put up a show, or this game could be pretty quick, and the Jesuit could get hot and get going early. On the mound tonight, we have Johnny Ingles for Jesuit. He's got some pretty nasty stuff. Obviously, he's pretty known pitcher for this team, a closer, but also a right-hand pitcher for the squad as well. Jesuit is coming off a 3-0 win versus Grant at their home. Second, a home game of the season. It was a pretty straightforward game. Jesuit got a few runs in, and they're now ready to go against Mountainview today. So yeah, they also did go to California during spring break, where they went 2-1, where they won against Xavier Prep and San Marcos, but lost 4-5 to Servite. But they also did take a loss at Lake Oswego for their first major matchup of the season. And tonight they're looking to continue and increase their winning streak after their game against Graham. First up for the Cougars center field, Brady Kennedy is in the box right now as Johnny Ingles is getting ready for his first pitch of the game. First pitch fouled off. Ingles looking to attack the zone pretty early on. And Ingles, there's a high fastball to the right and hits Brady Kennedy in the back. The lineup for today Crusaders defense is at first base we have Carter Stewart. At second base we have Griffin Nichols. At shortstop we have Jake Rolling. And at third base we have Dylan Ruchhaber. Behind the plate here is Ryder Listy for the Crusaders. And in the outfield we have center field Kainor Santiago, right field Cal Goodwin, and left field Kevin Aval. Number 13, Ryder Carpenter, the pitcher throws off a bunt, but he will be called out at first. Runner moves from first to second. First baseman Landon Schwerbel will also come to the plate now, third batter of the day. Ingles' pitch will go back, check the second baseman. Kennedy seems to have a pretty big gap, looks to want to steal, but Ingles doesn't allow that. Ingles' pitch is fouled off. Oh, and won the count. Seems to be a curveball called a ball there. Defense kind of backing off from the runner as of now, letting him have his gap. Shot down to third baseman. He will go to first and get the second out. Runner moves from second to third. He will be safe at third. Brady Kennedy is at third. Schwerbel will line out to third baseman. Here's number 4, Carson Bottmiller.
Now batting third baseman, number 8, Carson Mountainview.
First pitch from Ingles is right at the pitcher, off his leg.
The throw to first, and he's out.
Ingles is down in pain a little bit. Took a shot right to his ankle, it seems like. A little slow to get up, but he will get up and run it off. Pretty solid first half. A little bit scary as Brady Kennedy was looking to score there, but Dylan Rucober, the third baseman, will get it done as the Cougars will come out.
Who's the
On the mound tonight for the Cougars is Ryder Carpenter. He was batting second for this Cougars team. He's looking to get a good 1-2-3 inning here.
Kainoa Santiago will take the first at bat for the Crusaders. Kainoa Santiago right now is committed to play at Gonzaga, as well as junior Jake Rowling in the next couple of years.
Yeah, Kata, we have had some pretty good, impressive players in the past few years for the Crusaders, as Kainoa Santiago is up to bat. Carpenter's first pitch is
In for a strike.
In for a strike, but yes, a couple of Gonzaga commits looking to lead on this team here this year, including junior Jake Rowling. Second pitch for Carpenter's outside, 1-1.
Dylan Garg is also committed to play at John Hopkins next year.
Congratulations to those players. 1-1 the count for Santiago. Carpenter's third pitch is hit pretty lightly. as Santiago
The throw's going to get
is
him.
out. Good throw there by shortstop. Shortstop, excuse me.
Kyle Goodwin.
Garrett Oatman.
It's not bad.
Kyle Goodwin at bat right now. Second right fielder for the Crusaders. Hits a foul ball pretty high. Carpenter attacking the zone pretty early on. See what these Crusaders are going to do. One out now. Outside there for Carpenter again. Looks like a slider. 1-1 the count. Carpenter is high, but it seems that Goodwin did not swing all the way. 2-1 the count. Carpenter's pitch is lightly hit again inside. Goodwin's got to move, but he will be forced out there.
Good job by the pitcher to cover first.
So far, this Mountain View defense is proven to be a little bit of a problem for the Crusaders, but all they need is a good hit to get them going. Carter Stewart, the first baseman, is up to bat now for the Crusaders. Has had a pretty good season to start off. He's had a few key base hits for the Crusaders, with being the third spot for the Crusaders. Here he is now. That
Clock's in for a strike.
looked like a curveball on the outside edge of their Caden. Pretty nasty pitch there. 0-1 the count. That
Outside
fastball.
left for a first ball. 1-1 the count for Carter Stewart with 2 outs for the Crusaders in the bottom of the first inning.
Stewart laying off these pitches pretty early on. Not looking to attack. That ball is down and inside. Here's the pitch again from Carpenter. Check swing there.
Good eye by Carter. Makes the count 3-1.
Stewart now is going to lay off that pitch. He will get the first runner for the Crusaders and a walk.
Dylan Garg up to bat. Hopefully we can get a couple of hits strung together here with Carter on first base.
A very strong top of the order for this Crusader offense. They have some pretty good bats and a lot of power, especially with Garg and Stewart in that third and fourth spot. Let's see what Garg's going to do here. Carpenter again with the pitch. Gives Garg a strike down the middle and to the right. 0-1. Stewart at first base. Garg attacks that pitch, but gets right under it.
Fouled back for an 0-2 count.
Carpenter with a good position here just to get out of this inning, prevent this Jesuit offense from getting hot. Garg swings and misses and strikes out. Good pitch there from Ryder Carpenter, showing off his arm pretty early, and he's got a lot of movement in his pitches as well.
Yeah, good job by the Cougars to keep the top of the lineup pretty quiet in that inning.
And it's a good sign for the Crusaders as Johnny Ingles is back out on the mound after getting hit in the leg after, I believe, Ryder Carpenter hit one off his leg.
second inning. The second baseman, number 5, Brennan Colt.
As you heard the announcer, Brennan Colt, the second baseman, will get us going in the top of the second. John Ingles back on the mound. Ryder listed giving them a call. First pitch swinging, and Johnny will walk it over and give it to Stewart for the out. Pretty quick out there for the Eagles. A good sign for him.
Number 16, Crew Harrison for the Cougars is up to the plate. The pitch from Ingles. Right down the middle for a strike.
Caught the corner there. Great pitch there from Ingles. Second pitch is same area.
Yeah, right in the same spot.
Gets the call.
Caught him looking. Pitch by Ingles. Hit to shortstop, Jake Rowland, who makes the throw to first. Carter Stewart gets him out.
Good pick there.
Good routine play right there by the Crusaders for their second out.
Props to Carter Stewart getting that pretty hard pick there, but able to secure for the out. 2 outs now in the top of the second. Garrett Oatman now DH.
The pitch from Johnny. It's fouled out to the right for the first strike.
Mountainview attacking Eagles on the first pitch. A lot in this first order. And a first pitch, second pitch swinging, and Ingles limps over and gives it to Carter for another 1-2-3 inning.
Yeah, that'll end the inning, or the top of the inning. That's three hits now that have been right at Johnny. 1 hit him, and 2 he caught and got the outs on.
Yep.
Jake Rowling will lead the Crusaders off for this inning.
Jake's a great kid with a bright future. He's very talented in the box and on defense.
Yeah,
Great asset to the
Jake's
team.
only a junior too, which is great for Jesuit. The first pitch is high for a ball. Yeah, Jake last year played a crucial role for the Crusaders in their playoff run, getting lots of hits and playing great at the shortstop position.
Second pitch is also up, called for a ball. 2-0 the count. And especially as a sophomore being told to be in that spot, I wonder how it must have felt for him as that slider was called for a strike on the bottom left corner of the plate. But Jake Rowling a lot ahead of him, especially at Gonzaga, and I'm very excited to see what he's going to be.
Smacks one to the shortstop.
It's a good stop there, but...
And he's going to be safe. Yeah, he put a little boost of speed to beat the throw and got safe on first.
Good speed there from Jake Rowling. Kind of just can't stop that. Got to get up quickly with that pick.
That's exactly why Jake Rowling, as a sophomore and last year and a junior this year, is part of this varsity squad and helping him win games.
Here's number 9, Griffin Nichols, excuse me.
Tried to get Jake at first, but he's safe.
First pitch to Nichols now.
high.
is high, and he
And
lost
it's
the ball
overthrown, and Jake's going to make it to second base.
easily. Can't beat that speed. Runner now in scoring position for the Crusaders, looking to get their first point of the day. Nichols, also a junior here for the Crusaders. Another big aspect, especially is he is, I believe, the third baseman today, or second baseman, excuse me. Him and Rucover have been switching off this season a little bit as he hits a fly ball to right that will be caught. Rolling will tag and go to third. Throw will be late as Jake slides in safely at third. Quick and easy movement here for the Crusaders with
Brings up the catcher, number 8, Ryder Listy.
2 outs, I believe. One out, excuse me. Ryder Listy now the catcher for the Crusaders. His first at bat.
The throw
Is hit.
to third baseman. It's going to be an easy throw for the first out, or for the second out, sorry.
A lot of these players have been attacking the first pitch recently. That's just been kind of a repetition here tonight.
And look at this sun coming out.
I gotta love that, especially for a baseball game. Quite a view up here in the booth. Here is third baseman Dylan Rucover.
Yeah, hopefully he can get a hit here to get Jake rolling home.
Rucover swings at the first pitch and fouls it off.
Another first pitch swing.
Yeah, Carpenter really attacking the zone on these Crusaders. Got to be very careful, though, especially going towards the top of the order pretty soon.
The 0-1 count to Rucover. Ooh, ball right up to his face.
Yeah, Rucover kind of just backed off that. Thought it was nothing, just move on. Here is the third pitch, 1-1 count. That ball is high. Rolling stays at third. Very rarely, Caden, do we see a runner on third base and steal home. Would be kind of a sight if we saw that here, but I doubt that'll happen. But here's Dylan Rucover.
Yeah, Jake's not taking a ton of space.
Takes another
That third baseman staying tight to him.
Takes another ball high and away there for Rucover. 2 balls, 1 strike. Excuse me, that was 3 balls,
And he walks
Rucover
him.
takes a walk. Good at bat there for Rucover. Next up is the
Oh, he stole. Rucover stole second.
very interesting.
Wow.
Never really seen that happen. Just easily took advantage of what was happening and just stole the
I'm
base.
not gonna
Wow.
lie, I didn't see what happened. He must have walked to
didn't see
first
what happened
and
either.
caught him off guard and ran to second.
Kevin Vall with a 2 RBI opportunity here.
First pitch clocks in for a strike at the swing.
Here is Kevin Vall now with the second. Takes another ball away. Carpenter kind of losing it a little bit here, but looking to maintain control. With 2 outs left, this would be the last batter if Vall strikes out or gets out here. And a strike is called. I don't know about that one. Seems very outside from our angle.
A lot of pressure for the Cougars to close out this inning now with runners on second and third. 2 outs, 1-2 count, fouled out.
Good fight there from Vall. Vall playing left field, usually known as being an infield player, but with the amount of players that Crusaders have, he's willing to play left field. And
Is he hit by a
he
pitch?
was hit by a pitch in the arm.
That's going to be bases loaded for the Crusaders. Cougars finding themselves in a little dilemma here with 2 outs, but the bases are loaded for the Crusaders.
And
the start of the batting orders starting over, and Kainoa Santiago's back up to plate.
yeah, this is not a good look for the Cougars. They really got to get out of this one. It would be a blessing if they find a way to get Kainoa out here, but especially with the bases loaded, not a very good situation here. I think Carper just got to go back and attack the zone a little bit, find his rhythm, because it seemed to be working in the first inning especially. But Carpenter definitely got to be careful with the top of the order as well.
Looks like the umps were talking about that call, but they confirmed that Vol was hit on the pitch, and he will advance to first base.
First pitch to Santiago. Is high. Looked to be pretty down the middle from our angle, but called it a little bit high. Here's Carpenter. 1-0 the count. It's fouled off.
Left. It's a 1-1 count for Santiago.
One and one the count.
Another foul ball for Kainoa. Just sent it straight back.
A little bit of a slower pitch there from Carpenter. I think he very dangerous though. Looked to start up pretty high with a curveball and kind of dropped down, but luckily he ended up a little bit.
Yeah, Carpenter's one pitch away from being able to put this inning out.
Santiago major RBI chance here for him. But Carpenter seems to step off. Take his time. And the catcher will take a mound visit. Not really sure what happened there. A little bit of a disorganization there from the catcher and the pitcher.
Hopefully Santiago can take advantage of this.
Catcher Cooper Naranch. He is visiting up the mound, and now here we go, giving Carpenter a little bit of a pep talk. And that ball
almost hits Santiago.
It's low and inside, 2-2 the count. There's the ball, and it's hit pretty hard. And it gets down.
Past the left field man. Kainoa tripped himself up, is only going to get to second base, but the Crusaders are going to score 3 runs right there.
That is a well done. That is a great at-bat there from Kainoa Santiago, clearing the bases. Hit very hard, and left fielder Crew Harrison just could not grasp that.
Yeah, and Santiago does a great job of taking advantage of the miscommunication between the catcher and the pitcher, and in a 2-strike, 2-out count, he's able to get it past the left field man and get 3 RBIs right there. It's huge for the Crusaders.
And obviously that must suck for Mountainview, especially now the bases clearing double. That's very, very dangerous during the bases loaded situation, but Santiago always ready, able to convert there and get all the runners home.
The umps are talking again. They're going to put Kainoa to third base. I'm guessing he was tripped up by the first baseman, and that's why he was only able to make it to second. So the umps are going to put him to third.
And now, yes, Santiago will be playing at third base. Even more trouble for the Cougars. The manager for the Cougars is coming out, talking to the umpire, seeing what's up. Must seem to be something up with the trip there between first and second there for Santiago. Not exactly sure what happened, but we'll figure it out in a moment.
Number 19, Kyle Goodwin.
Cal Goodwin up for the Crusaders. The first pitch, swing and a miss.
Hard swing there from Goodwin, but just got under it. Oh, and 1 the count. Carpenter still on the mound. Goodwin seems to hit a high fly ball. It will go foul to the right.
Count 0-2 with 2 outs for the Crusaders.
Goodwin now Looks at that one. Ball gets away, but catcher able to recover quickly. Good one again on this 0-2 count. Carpenter trying to attack the zone, but it's fouled off again high. And
Yep, Carpenter Goodwin doing a good job of staying alive at bat right now.
good one again with the sun shining in his eyes. Hits one hard. That's going to get down for what looks to be a double. Santiago will score easily. Goodwin going to second, and he will be safe. Well done there from Kyle Goodwin. What an at-bat there. Able to get in contact with a good one and hit a little bit oppo in between the center and the right fielder.
Yeah, great hit by Goodwin. There was a little bit of confusion out by the right fieldman and center, and they fumbled the ball for a little. Goodwin might have been able to get to third, but played it safe and got a good double.
Now here is Carter Stewart for his first at-bat. Second at-bat, excuse me. Stewart's first pitch is down in the middle.
Low for a ball. Crusaders have now scored 4 runs with 2 outs here in the inning. Just a nightmare for the Cougars right now.
Stewart takes a rip at it, got under it again. 1-1 the count. Ball is up and away. Goodwin's going to go to third easily.
Another scoring position here for the Crusaders. Very different first inning or second inning from the first inning for the Mountainview Cougars. Unable to put away these batters like they were in the first inning. Another pitch high up for ball 3. Count is 3-1 for Carter.
Looked to be a pretty good pitch there from Carpenter. He seems to be smiling out there on the mound. Must have thought that must have been a strike. 3-1 the count. Stewart backs off. Here he is, however, in the batter's box. Here he is. Swings on that one. The count will be full.
Carpenter with a chance to end this nightmare for the Cougars.
Ryder Carpenter is the starting pitcher for tonight's game, trying to hold up and trying to get past a few good innings here.
Yeah, the only thing in his way right now is Carter Stewart, one of the better hitters for the Crusaders. And he gets him there.
Swings and a miss.
And that will end the inning.
Great inning there for the Crusaders as Kainoa Santiago hits a bases clearing double.
No, it was a triple. They gave him the triple.
They gave him a triple there, but seems to be tripped up on first and second.
And Goodwin had a good double there, too. Crusaders did a great job of staying alive with 2 outs, scored all 4 runs with 2 outs, and had a couple good steals.
For sure.
Johnny Ingalls will continue pitching for the Jesuit Crusaders. with number 4 Tanner Locke for Cougars first to bat.
Here is the 8th hitter, Tanner Locke, facing against Johnny Ingles for the first time tonight.
Oh,
And Ingles loses it there, and Locke takes a pretty hard pitch to the back. That's going to hurt.
yeah, I got away from Ingles there. Hopefully he's able to forget about that pitch quick and go back to the way he was pitching the first and second innings of the game.
Man, Caden, that's got to hurt, bro.
Yeah, that one, I could feel the pain from just watching.
Just watching, exactly.
Number 2, Cooper Naranch up for the Cougars, hoping to advance his fellow Tanner Locke.
Showing bunt early on.
Kevin Vall's going to come in. Bunt's foul.
Still in root cover, but
Count is 0-1. Oh, shoot.
it's okay. As you can definitely tell, it is me and Caden's first time being on the broadcast for a baseball game, but we're getting used to it. We're getting used to it.
This is Austin Novine's.
Naranch showing bunt again.
But he's going to come out of it and swing. It's going to go foul again for the 0-2 count.
Ingles again. 0-2 the count. He will go back to first, but Locke will be safe there at first. Carter Stewart there at first, watching over, making sure Locke doesn't leave.
Pitch from Ingles and gets him.
And a high throw from Listy, but Locke will remain at first. Nothing bad there, but got to be careful there for Ryder Listy.
Yeah, Jesuit got lucky that he stopped his run to second as the throw was overthrown to outfield center fielder.
Now back to the top of the order for the Cougars as Brady Kennedy is on. He was stranded at third base in his first run here in the first inning, but he will swing in, attack on the first pitch again, but Rucauber's got a hard play and gets him out.
First, and Tanner's then advanced to second.
And no double play action there, but great job there from Rucauber getting the quick and easy hard out there.
2 outs for the Crusaders here.
Ryder Carpenter, the pitcher, is on now for the Cougars. First pitch from Ingles here.
Right in the middle of the zone for a strike. Great pitch by Johnny Ingles right there.
A great slider there. Those sliders always look like they always start up for the top right, but end up swerving down and going all the way to the middle left. It's pretty impressive there. Ingles' second pitch, another slider, but just missed there. Third pitch cutting away.
Smacks
Carpenter
left for
swings.
foul. It's going to give him a 1-2 count. 2 outs. Giving Johnny the opportunity right here to close out the top of the third inning.
I will admit, Ryder Carpenter being the starting pitcher, he does have a very nice swing for this Cougar offense. Here's the pitch. Swings and misses.
Great pitch. And that's going to close out the top of the third. And Jesuit right now staying in control. 3 pretty easy innings for the Crusaders right there.
Great inning there for Johnny Ingles. Did get 1 runner on base due to a hit by pitch, but he was able to go 1, 2, 3 after that and get those 3 outs.
Carpenter will continue to pitch for the Cougars after a scoring run for the Crusaders in the second inning. Dylan Garg will lead off for the Crusaders at bat.
Garg did strike out on his first at bat, looking to get back and attack here at Carpenter. First swing.
Fouled way back.
First pitch swinging there way back over our heads.
Towards some cars. Hopefully no cars were hit there.
Hopefully. Loriaco isn't hit there as well. Carpenter's pitch on the 0-1 count is swung on, but it looks to be a fly out there for Garg. Good attack there, but just a little short there for Dylan Garg there.
Yeah, it didn't help that it was going straight to the outfielder in the left.
And
Number 7, Jake Rolling.
Jake
Rolling. Go ahead.
Jake rolling up to bat for the Crusaders here. Hoping to do something again for this Crusaders offense.
First pitch is down in the middle. 1-0 the count. Second pitch is inside. A little too much, but Jake was able to get out of the way and keep this at-bat going. Third pitch is also down and away.
The sun is really coming out here. Might see some glasses starting to come on soon as the sun is no longer blinded by the clouds.
Rolling checked his swing a little too much, but that will be called a strike by the home base umpire. 3-1 the count. Three and 1 the count for Jake Rolling.
And it's
a
up.
walk.
That's going to send Jake Rolling to first base with 1 out for the Crusaders.
Yeah, quick and easy at-bat there for Jake Rolling.
Number 9, Griffin Nichols.
Griffin Nichols now up to bat for the Crusaders for a second at-bat.
Yeah, had a double earlier in the second inning for some runs for the Crusaders, hoping to continue his batting.
Carpenter will go straight back to first base, making sure Rolling is keeping put. First base coach, Mr. Hildreth. Coach Hildreth is there with him as well.
Second throw to first. Jake's
Really?
safe again.
Really keeping Jake.
Oh, yeah, no, I do too.
Jake at put.
And Jake's going to run for second, and he's going to get there.
That's too easy for him.
And
Very speedy out there.
Yeah, that's what we saw a lot from last year. Jake, if he's able to get onto that first base, a lot of the times they're going to send him to second, and he's just got the speed and the timing down.
Yep.
And he's just a perfect base stealer right there.
Nichols takes one inside. 1-0 count. 2-0, excuse me. Nichols swings and misses there, or swings and fouls it off, excuse me.
Two 2-1 count for Nichols.
Pitch is inside again.
3-1 count, and you can see Carpenter a little worried about Jake Rolling possibly going for a third as he takes a couple of looks over his shoulder there in that last pitch.
The pitch is hit hard by Nichols. That's going to get down. Rolling is going to stop at third base as Nichols gets himself a single.
Plays it smart. Nichols with his second hit of the day. Oh, sorry, that was his first. That was his first hit. Either way, good job getting Rolling to third and giving the Crusaders an easy scoring position right here.
Ryder
with,
Listy now.
Ryder Listy, yeah. Ryder Listy coming to bat.
think you got Nichols mixed up with Rucauber. Rucauber was the one that hit that bases clearing double for the Crusaders in the first. Was it not?
It was a good one.
It was. Kyle Goodwin got the single, and Nichols will be caught stealing there.
Yeah, I don't know what he saw there. Maybe he saw a little bit of confusion, but went for it and was caught out pretty easily.
Great throw there by catcher Cooper Naranj. But yes, Kaden, I think it was Rucauber who hit the bases, clearing double, and then
Wow.
there is Ryder Listy smoking one to left field.
Got between the third base and the third baseman, and that was a great hit for another double for the Crusaders, and that's going to bring them up to.
That is the first
up to 5 runs.
Hit for Ryder Listy as what looks like number 5. Henry Vanderhoff will pinch run as Dylan Rucauber will go up to bat.
Yeah, great hit by Listy. Just smoked it down the left line.
Rucauber swings at the first pitch. Should be an easy play. But the throw is high, and he is safe.
And Listy went home and got it. The throw was overthrown again to the catcher.
It was Vanderhoff, but Vanderhoff did pinch run for Ryder Listy. Kevin Duvall now up to bat as another run is scored for the Crusaders. 6-0 the score.
Left fielder number 6, Kevin Ball.
Infield single there for Dylan Rucauber. Kevin Duvall now to bat. Carpenter's first pitch is down and low. Excuse me, Ken. I think you were right. It was Goodwin who hit the bases clean double. My apologies.
It's all good. That second pitch by
Ryder Carpenter.
Yeah, that one's down for a strike.
Second pitch called for a strike in the corner there for Ryder Carpenter. 1-1 the count to Kevin Duvall. Carpenter will go home. Check on Rucauber. Shoot. Duvall gets under there for a foul ball. The pitch is called for strike 3 as Carpenter gives up another 2 runs, but will be able to get out of it there.
In the bottom of the third inning for the
Pitching change for the Crusaders as Kobe Lips up to the mound.
pitching for the Crusaders.
This is his first appearance this season for Kobe Lip.
Senior Kobe Lip on the mound as number 3 Landon Schwerbel will be taking the first pitch and hits it out to center. Good about there, pretty quick and easy hit there for Schwerbel.
Hopefully Kobe can forget about that one real quick.
Batting fourth is the third baseman, Carson Bottomiller.
Carson Bottomiller.
Here's Kobe Lip's second pitch with Schwerbel at first base.
Might have slipped there. It looks like his foot on the pitch, Kobe's foot on the pitch, slipped a little bit and threw it wide out of the box.
Lip's third pitch is hit pretty hard again, but it looks to be a pretty good play there for Kevin Duvall in left field. He will hold the runner at first base. Good job there from Lip getting the fly out there. Another quick and easy play there for Kevin Duvall.
Second baseman, Brennan Colt.
Brendan Colt now the second baseman for the Cougars. Lip taking a peek at first base. Go immediately back at first.
It was close. Good throw by Kobe. Disguised it well.
Here's the pitch. Lip hits one high.
Oh, and caught it. Caught him off guard. What a throw by the catcher. And it looks like Boris Christensen's out at first base right now. Was able to lay the tag on.
Yeah, what a throw there from Ryder Listy. Immediately getting up and popping the ball out to first base, knowing exactly what the first baseman runner is doing. Lip with the windup. It's called for a ball there.
2-0 count.
Quick pitch.
Fouled out. Gives a 2-1 count.
Two one count, as you said, Caden. With the windup, it is hit down the middle and past the second and shortstop there for the second hit for the Cougars, as the Cougars are trying to get something going here.
Number 16, Crew Harrison for the Cougars will come up to the plate, hoping to advance Brennan Colt and hopefully score some runs for the Cougars.
Lip with a little slider there. He's going to get called for a strike.
Good pitch by Kobe Lip
Yeah,
there.
what a pitch there. Great movement on the ball. Second pitch is another slider.
This one finds its way outside of the strike zone for a 1-1 count. The pitch.
Great
Caught him
strike
on the
there.
inside of the strike zone there. Batter tried to sell it as if it was a little closer to him, but Kobe, good job locating that inside of the zone right there. 1-2 count.
Yeah, using that slider pretty well, but
Hit right to Boris Christensen, who, if he left it, might have gone foul, but made the easy catch to step on the bag and get the third out right there.
yeah, well done there from Kobe Lip. Gave up a few hits, but able to take control and get the inning done. Some good sliders there as well.
And Carpenter will continue to pitch for the Cougars. And Kainoa Santiago will start the inning off for the Crusaders now here on his third at-bat. Crusaders going through their batting list pretty quick here, as it's only the bottom of the fourth and this is their third time up.
Here's Santiago. He's going to take a curveball down and in.
The 1-0 count. Outside left for Kainoa. It's going to give him a 2-0 count. A favorable count for Kainoa Santiago.
And Caden, I think you can call me wrong if you will, but I think it was Kainoa who scored the bases loaded double as he hits a single. And Goodwin was the one that hit.
And Kainoa's going to be out at first.
You can call me wrong if you want, but teed is up. Riley teed is up in the batter's box. Swings and misses on the first pitch. Laughing it off. Hits a high fly ball, got under it. Should be pretty easy for the second baseman, Brennan Colt.
2 outs for the Jesuit Crusaders here.
Now Boris Christensen looks to be coming up to bat.
Don't count the Crusaders out, though, with 2 outs, as all their first 4 runs of this game were scored with 2 outs.
Here is Christensen, the backup first baseman for Carter. First pitch to him is hit pretty hard, but it will
Fouled
go foul.
right. Boris steps to the box for a 0-1 count.
Swings in this one, but this one looks to be
Foul right again.
fouled.
0-2 count for Boris Christensen.
Jeez, Kate, I wonder where all those balls go. I don't know if the teams are supposed to go out and find those balls, but just so bad. And Carpenter gets Boris Christensen to look at that pitch and get out for the strikeout.
No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left.
Kobe Lipp will continue to pitch for the Crusaders, as number 21, Garrett Oatman, will come up to bat for the Cougars. The first pitch by Kobe Lipp. It's up high for a ball. Second pitch, strike by Kobe, got him to swing. The 1-1 count to Oatman.
Another slider there.
This one goes to the left of the box, and it's going to be called for a ball. 2-1 count.
Oatman now swings and misses. 2-2 the count.
Kobe's got him swinging twice here on this at-bat. Hoping to make it 3 and get him out. Here's the third pitch. And he got him. Caught him looking.
What a pitch there from Colby Lip. Using that pretty impressive slider there. And also, quick change for the Crusaders on defense. Third baseman Henry Vanderhoff will replace Dylan Rucober.
And number 4, Tanner Locke is back up to bat for the Cougars. The first pitch is called in for a strike. Kobe Lip right now. That one's called for a ball, but Kobe Lip right now is pitching pretty well.
Another slider, and the strike is called there. A lot of movement on that.
Kobe Lip. Fouled out right to stay alive.
Lip attacking the zone a lot in this inning after giving up a few hits in that.
Yeah, Kobe looks a lot more comfortable in this inning. That one just out left for a 2-2 count.
It is also the top of the 5th, as of those of you can see. As what a catch there from Vanderhoff, but just couldn't hold on.
Yeah, Vanderhoff dove and grabbed that ball, and on the way up, it just found its way out of the mitt.
Yeah,
and I think he would have got him on the throw.
Yeah, pretty impressive stop there. Great look there, just to slide and make sure the ball doesn't go through, but a good effort there.
That's going to give Cooper Naranch a man on first with 1 out for the Cougars right now.
Cooper Naranchi now at the plate. Swing on the first pitch.
Foul to right.
Oh, and 1 the count. Lip awaiting his call. Quick pitch there, right to Lip. He's going to go to second. Jake Rolling's going to throw back to first, and that will be an impressive double play there.
Yeah, great double play by the Crusaders. Kobe immediately grabbing that ball as it rolls up to him and throwing it to second, and then second to first.
In the top of the 5th inning, for the Cougars.
Quick change pitch for the Cougars as Tanner Locke takes the mound, and Ben Galuzzo enters the batter box for his first time today.
Tanner Locke was the right fielder, as you must have heard, but he's now pitching.
Number 4, Tanner Locke.
And Ben Galuzzo up to bat for the Crusaders.
His first at bat here today. Let's see what's up. Let's see what he's going to do. Locke's first pitch is outside, 1-0.
Good eye by Ben.
Locke's second pitch is going to be called for a strike. Looked to be outside from our angle. Locke throws
Ben
one inside.
dodges the pitch for a 2-1 count to Galuzzo.
A hard and high fly ball. And the left fielder will make the catch for the first out. Good attack there from Ben Galuzzo. Just came right under the ball for the first out in the bottom of this 5th inning.
Jake Rolling will take the place at the batter's box.
The shortstop, number 7, Jake Rolling.
Rolling now for his 4th at-bat. Will take one down the middle for a strike.
Good pitch right there by Locke.
Locke throws a slider. That one will be down.
1-1 count to Rolling.
And that one was a little lost there, but Jake was able to dodge it.
Yeah, threw
Pretty
it
scary.
on the wrong side of Jake.
Jake shaking it off. Going back to the box. Another pitch from Locke. Will be outside.
3-1 count to Jake Rolling right now.
With one out in this inning. Fifth batter for the Crusaders, Jake Rolling, will swing at this one, and that will be another single for him. That is his 2nd single.
Yeah, makes it past the shortstop. And nothing they could do about it right there.
First hit given up by Tanner Locke as number 14, Trainer Cleveland, will check in and bat for the first time today.
Yeah, Trainer Cleveland just got done with a great run in the men's basketball tournament this year for the 6A OSAA, falling short to Barlow in the championship, but they had a great run, beating notably Central Catholic and Westview on their run to the championship. And both Grady Keljo and Trainer Cleveland were on that team and are both assets to this baseball team and to that men's program.
Yeah, a lot of three-sport athletes here at Jesuit. They've all been.
Yeah, Trey Cleveland is also the quarterback for the Crusaders football team, as the throw to first is off and Jake Rolling's going to easily slide into second.
Oh, and 1 the count here to Trainer Cleveland as Jake again moves into scoring position for the 2nd time today.
And that's what we've been seeing today. Is if Jake gets on to first, he's going to get on to second.
Absolutely, especially with the stolen base today as well. Lock the pitch is a nasty slider. Looked to be coming right at Trainer Cleveland, but falls right back into the inside middle of the zone.
That was a great pitch. Lock checks Rolling.
2-1 the count. Swings and misses. Trainer Cleveland 1-2.
2 outs for the Crusaders. Jake's still at second.
Lock's first strikeout of the night. Ryder Listy will go up to the batter's box. The catcher.
Catcher number 8, Ryder Listy.
His 4th at bat as well today. Lock the pitch is inside. Almost hit Listy, but
It's able to
Listy
get out of
seems
the
to be
way.
all right. Yep.
The 1-0 count.
Want another count. Lock again with a nasty slider. Looks to be coming right at the batter again, but Like I said earlier, that slider just falls right into the middle of the zone. 1-1 the count. That's a fastball there. Listy gets a hold of one, but that will end the inning. Great play there by the shortstop. Crusaders still up 6-0 as we end to the bottom of the 5th. And this game is moving by a little bit quickly, Caden.
Kobe Lip will continue for his 3rd inning to pitch the Crusaders as number 1 senior Brady Kennedy comes up to the plate for the Cougars.
This is his 3rd at-bat. Again, in the first inning, he did have that infield single. Was able to reach third, but was stranded, and Lip hit him this time. Same outcome as he did, or no, excuse me, but was able to reach first base again.
Number 13, Ryder Carpenter, the pitcher for the first 3 or 4 innings for the Cougars, will step up to the plate for the Cougars.
First pitch from Lip. Swings and misses. Carpenter again.
Fouled back.
Excuse me, he swung and got under for a foul.
Kobe, though, 1 pitch. Smacked in center field. And caught.
There's a can of corn there all day for the center fielder, Canoa Santiago.
Number 3, Landon Schwerberl. Whoa.
Dude. Landon Schwerberl, the first baseman, coming up to bat.
Kobe, the pitch. It's fouled off for an 0-1.
Oh, and 1 the count for Kobe Lip. His 3rd inning at work. He's going to go back to first. Keep the runner at a spot again. 1 out here in the top of the 6th.
Up in the zone for a ball. The 1-1 count. Will land in. Kobe catches him looking and gets a 2nd strike. Make the count 1-2. Barely able to make contact and foul it off to stay alive at the plate. Kobe Lip takes a glance at first. Throws it high for a 2-2.
Like you said, Caden 2-2 count. Schwarbal's fighting this at-bat off with a man on first. And he goes right to lip. Lost the hand of it. Plenty of time to first baseman Boris Christensen for the second out.
That'll advance Brady Kennedy to second base for the Cougars.
And number 8, Carson Bodemiller, will step up for the Cougars, and that will do it for Colby Lip.
Kobe Lip pitched a couple good innings. Grady Keljo is, I'm not sure, but I talked to him earlier, and I think this might be his first appearance as he was catching up with baseball practice after missing, the first little bit with basketball still going on. So good sign for Grady as he's caught up to the training standard here.
And his brother is also a good pitcher. He used to play here for Jesuit. Nelson Keljo, he does play for Oregon State, so it's good to see his little brother coming up to the mound, especially having a couple of years of injuries. And he seems to be throwing the ball pretty well with the infield looking at him right behind him. Ooh.
At bat is is Carson Bodemiller for the Cougars, as Grady will begin his pitching. Grady's first pitch is inside for a ball.
Brady Kennedy is on second for the Cougars after getting hit by a pitch from Colby Lip. Keljo's pitch is down.
Just a little low. 2-0 count.
Check swing there, but the call was called 2 inside. 3 balls and 0 strikes here for Grady Keljo. Just needs 1 out to get out of this inning. And a strike is called there.
Good pitch there for Grady Keljo.
Keljo's 3-1 pitch is in for a strike.
It's going to give a full count for Bodemiller, and Grady a chance to close out this inning, or close out the top of this inning.
That ball is outside, and Bodemiller will go to first for a walk. Brennan Colt will step up to the plate now for the Cougars. Keljo, the senior, will give the pitch to Bodemiller. First pitch is swung on and fouled off. Keljo's pitch is a slider called for a strike. Beautiful pitch there for Keljo.
It's going to give him the 0-2 count and the high ground in this battle right here. Grady looking for his first strikeout.
And a little high there. Some more movement there on that slider. Attacking Colt with that slider. Those last two pitches. See if he's going to give him the fastball. He will. And it looks like the man on second base was almost got caught up, but Kennedy will run back to second base and take his base.
The count is 2-2 for Brennan Colt.
See what Keldro's going to do here. He's giving him a little piece of everything with the slider and the fastball. He's going to attack him with the fastball inside, but
Fouled off left. Stay alive.
2-2 the count. Grady does have one more ball to give.
Grady checks his shoulder before throwing it.
And what looked to be
They're going to call it a little high.
a little outside there, but it's from our angle, it looked like it caught the zone a little bit. It was a beautiful pitch. Should have ended this inning, but we'll see what he's going to do now with the full. And Colt fouls it off there as the runners are trying to advance. Keldro, one more pitch to seal the deal here in the top of the sixth and move on. It's got some work to do still. And that ball is outside. It will load the bases.
And that is 2 walks now by Grady Keldro, and that's gonna load the bases up for the Cougars. Crusaders do have 2 outs on them, though. So hopefully can escape this. But this is exactly what we saw in the second inning with the Crusaders as they scored 4 runs with the bases loaded with 2 outs. So the Cougars hoping to make a dent in this game and kind of make a little comeback.
Crew Harrison now at bat. Keldro looking to seal the deal again, like I said. First pitch is a strike in the middle with the fastball. Got to be a little bit frustrated after that last at bat. You did not want that at all, especially putting some pressure on him on the mound.
0-1 count for Grady Keldro.
That ball is high and right towards the batter's eye. But Harrison able to dodge that, move out of the way for a 1-1 count. 2 outs still here in the top of the sixth. That one's called for a strike, a good fastball in the middle outside of the box.
Grady's still looking for his first strikeout. Has the opportunity here with the 1-2 count.
The windup. Able to get a piece of it off the edge of the bat, fouls it off behind. 1-2 still the count. Harrison still standing his ground here. Keldro's pitch is swung on and missed.
There we go, baby.
And there is the first strikeout for Grady Keldro for the 2025 season. Got to feel good for him. Tanner Locke is still going to be on the mound for the bottom of this sixth inning as Henry Vanderhoff will check in for his first at-bat. First First throw was called for a ball down and inside. Vanderhoff looking to get a hit here. Sim uses desires, and let's see what he's going to do here. Lock, another one down. 2-0 the count.
Vanderhoff this season looking for his second state championship of the year, as he was part of the men's soccer state championship run earlier this fall. The 2-0 count comes, and it's going to be 3-0 for Henry Vanderhoff. And Henry's only a junior, too. So a lot of young talent on this Jesuit Crusaders who will be returning next year. And that's a 4-0 walk right there for Henry Vanderhoff and the Crusaders.
Yeah, quick 4-pitch walk there. Good at bat, stayed patient as
number 21, Luke Williams, comes up to bat.
Williams known for being a left-handed pitcher for this Crusader team, especially pitch laster for JV. Let's see what he's going to do in the box. Locke's first pitch. He's going to back up.
Takes a look at Henry Vanderhoff and steps off the mound. Henry Vanderhoff's, like Jake Rowling, one of those speedy guys who can get to second pretty easily. This one's fouled off for the 0-1 count.
Good foul off there by Luke Williams. Staying locked in for his first at-bat of the game. Got to keep an eye on Vanderhoff at first base. He's going to go back, and he will be safe.
Going to be hard to catch Vanderhoff off guard.
Mm-hmm.
The 0-1 pitch to Williams.
It's
high and dropped by the catcher, and Vanderhoff's going to make it easily to second.
He moves to second pretty easy, and he is in scoring position. One and one the count here on Luke Williams. That is called for a strike on the top right corner with a fastball. Locke gets the call there, 1-2 the count. The 1-2 pitch. They're going to go back to second base, make sure Vanderhoff is staying put again. They're going to go back to second base again. Really keeping an eye on Vanderhoff here for the second time in a row.
Yeah, Vanderhoff's making the pitcher a little worried here with the amount of space he's taking up as he comes off the second base.
He's going to run. Swing and a miss by Luke Williams, but Vanderhoff will be safe.
And there you go, another steal by the Crusaders. And like I said, Henry Vanderhoff is one of those players like Jake Rowling who's able to time those steals perfectly, and they have the speed to go along with it. And he gets there pretty easily there.
Now batting for the Crusaders, number 3, Chase Kelly.
And as you heard from the intercom, number 3, Chase Kelly, will come in and pinch hit. Vanderhoff on third after Williams struck out there in the last at-bat. First pitch is a ball. And it looks like the coach is going to come up and do a mound visit real quick.
Supposed to hold it up and ask for another ball.
Chase Kelly now back at the batter's box, the left-handed hitter.
The 1-0 count.
Is very inside. Vanderhoff stays put. He's not going to attack home base, but again, another close call by the catcher. And a swing by Chase Kelly, and Vanderhoff looks to be stuck there, but they will get Vanderhoff out. Kelly trying to go to second. He will be safe. Pretty wonky there by the Crusader runners, but Vanderhoff will be called out at third base.
As Riley Teed takes the plate.
We have 16.
Now batting, number 16, Riley T.
The Jesuits stagnating a little bit. 0 runs in the last 2 innings. Riley Teed smacks it to the right side, but it's caught by the outfielder, and that's an end this inning. Grady Keljo will continue to pitch for the Crusaders as number 12, Jaden Jangala, comes to the plate.
And here we go. Grady Kildrell back out on the mound. He's just trying to close this one out, give the Crusaders a dub, the scoreless game for them. First pitch is down, hits the ground, but Ryder Listy able to pick that one up. 1-0 the count. Another ball.
The 2-0 is called for a strike there by Grady Keljo, throwing it right down the middle. Caught Jangalo looking.
Pitch is
Caught him
called for a
again.
strike.
Grady with a nice comeback in the pitch count, or in the count right there, and it's a 2-2 now. Fouled right, stay alive.
You look like you're in trouble already.
Grady Keljo, the 2-2.
It is a fly
Popped
ball.
fly, and
And
Kainoa Santiago does a great job to come up and get it. It was in one of those awkward spaces right between the second baseman and the center outfielder, and Kainoa was able to come and make the grab.
Kanan, I believe it was number 21, Luke Williams. He did take the place for Kainoa Santiago early on. He was playing center field. That was a nice catch. Keljo back on the mound, 1 out now.
Another strike for Keljo.
Number 4, Carson Bottomiller back in the game. For
Pitching
another
a little
at-bat.
better than his last inning right now as Keljo's kind of getting a little comfortable. Another strike, swing and a miss.
Good pitch down in the middle for Keljo. Gets the swing and a miss. Keljo looks ready to go. Bottomiller. Ooh.
Throws it behind him. It's the second pitch today we've seen that has gone behind a batter.
I think Keljo's trying to work out the slider. Starts out very high and comes down, but Keljo does jam Bottom Miller. It will be an easy out for Boris Christensen at first base. And one more out to go for Keljo just to close this game out.
Please now batting for the Cougars, number 6, Miles Blythe.
Another
Keljo.
strike by Keljo.
Batter is Miles Blythe. Good strike there from Grady Keljo.
Got him swinging. 0-2 to 0-2 to Smith.
Blythe. Keljo's pitch is outside. 1-2 the count. One more just to close this game out. And a swing and a miss. And that will do it for the Jesuit Crusaders as they do pick up the win, winning 6-0 here at Sprung Stadium. And they will pick up another home win. Thank you guys for joining us. My name was Novin Nishragi, and this was Kaner Hoppes with me. Thank you guys for joining us.